What if I told you that losing muscle after 60 isn't as inevitable as most people believe, and that many seniors never rebuild strength because one simple step is missing? This isn't something most people are told, and without it, even exercise and protein often don't work the way they should. If you're over 60 and you've noticed your body feels weaker, slower, or less steady than it used to, you're not alone. Many seniors assume this is just normal aging, but in reality, this kind of muscle loss has a name. It's often called sarcopenia, which simply means your muscles don't rebuild as easily as they once did. Here's the part that matters. Sarcopenia doesn't happen just because of age. It happens because your body changes the way it uses food, energy, and nutrients. And when one key piece is missing, muscles struggle to recover, no matter how much you try to stay active. In this video, we're going to reveal 7 powerful fruits that help support muscle strength, recovery, and energy after 60 simple foods that many seniors overlook, but that can help muscles come back. And before we dive into the first fruit, tap the like button and subscribe. This channel is designed for seniors to discover how simple food choices can lead to a powerful, healthy comeback. Let's dive in and see which fruits your muscles are secretly craving. Number 1, pomegranate. A fruit many seniors think of as decorative or occasional, but rarely as something that can support muscle strength. What makes pomegranate stand out is not just what it contains, but how quickly it can change what's happening inside your body. After 60, one of the quiet reasons muscles weaken is that they don't get supplied the way they used to. Blood flow slows, oxygen delivery drops, and muscles are left waiting longer for the nutrients they need to repair themselves. That's when soreness lasts longer, stiffness sets in, and recovery feels frustratingly slow. Here's the part that surprises many people. Pomegranate is one of the few fruits that has been shown to help improve blood flow in a relatively short period of time. In fact, it's so effective that athletes often use pomegranate juice specifically to recover faster after physical activity. What most people don't realize is that seniors can benefit even more from this effect, because circulation naturally declines with age. Better blood flow doesn't just mean healthier arteries. It means your muscles receive oxygen when they need it instead of hours or days later. That supports smoother movement, less lingering soreness, and a better chance for muscles to rebuild instead of slowly shrinking. Pomegranate also helps calm low-level inflammation, which is another hidden reason muscles struggle after 60. This type of inflammation doesn't always cause pain, but it quietly interferes with healing. By easing that internal stress, pomegranate creates a better environment for muscles to recover and stay strong. Many seniors notice that when recovery improves, confidence improves too. You're more willing to stay active when you don't feel stiff for days afterward. Walking feels easier. Movements feel more controlled. And over time, that adds up to better strength and independence. And this is just the first fruit. The next one works in a completely different way, focusing not on recovery, but on protecting muscle fibers from age-related damage before weakness even sets in. Now let's talk about fruit number 2, blueberries, because this fruit works in a very different way than the one we just discussed. Blueberries don't focus on recovery after activity. They focus on something just as important after 60, protecting the muscle you already have. Here's something many seniors don't realize. Muscle loss doesn't always start with weakness. It often starts with damage happening quietly inside muscle fibers day after day. Over time, that internal wear makes muscles less responsive, less reliable, and easier to lose. This is one of the main reasons strength seems to fade even when you're still trying to stay active. Blueberries stand out because they help defend muscle fibers from that kind of age-related damage. They're one of the fruits most closely linked to slowing muscle breakdown, not by pushing muscles harder, but by helping them last longer. And that matters because after 60, stopping muscle loss is just as important as building new muscle. There's another piece most people never connect to muscle strength: nerve signaling. Strong muscles depend on clear signals from the nervous system. As we age, that communication can slow down, which leads to weaker contractions and delayed responses. Blueberries are closely associated with supporting this communication, helping muscles respond when you ask them to move, not a moment too late. That makes movements feel steadier and more controlled. Inside each muscle cell are tiny energy systems that keep muscles working. With age, those systems lose efficiency, which is why muscles fatigue faster than they used to. Blueberries help protect these energy systems so muscles don't give up as quickly during everyday activities. They also help keep low-level inflammation from interfering with muscle repair. This isn't about pain. It's about removing quiet obstacles that prevent muscles from staying strong. The real value of blueberries isn't quick results. It's reliability. They help muscles resist age-related weakness, stay responsive, and remain dependable year after year. And while blueberries protect what you already have, the next fruit plays a very different role. It helps fuel muscles with steady energy so they can keep showing up for you throughout the day. Now let's talk about fruit number 3, dates. A fruit many seniors hesitate to eat because it's sweet. But when it comes to muscle strength after 60, dates work very differently from processed sugar, and understanding that difference matters more than most people realize. One of the biggest reasons muscles weaken with age isn't just loss of muscle tissue, it's lack of usable energy. Muscles need fuel to contract properly, support movement, and stay responsive throughout the day. When energy runs low, muscles don't perform well, even if you're eating enough protein. Without fuel, muscles struggle to use that protein to maintain strength. Dates provide a steady source of natural energy that muscles can actually use. Unlike refined sugar, the natural sugars in dates are absorbed more gradually. This helps avoid sharp spikes and crashes that leave you feeling drained later. For many seniors, this steady fuel can make everyday movement feel less tiring and more manageable. Here's something many people aren't told. When muscles don't get enough energy, they're more likely to break down over time, even if you're staying active. Energy is what allows muscles to stay engaged instead of slipping into weakness. Dates help fill that gap, supporting muscle use rather than muscle loss. Dates are also rich in potassium, a mineral that plays a direct role in muscle movement. Potassium helps muscles contract and relax smoothly. When levels are low, cramps, twitching, or sudden weakness can appear, especially in the legs. Many seniors experience this during walks or simple daily activities without knowing the cause. Potassium-rich foods like dates can help muscles feel more dependable. This isn't about eating large amounts. Even 1 or 2 dates, earlier in the day or before a walk, can help support muscle fuel without overdoing sweetness. Small portions can still make a meaningful difference. Dates also help muscles use sugar more efficiently in a gentle, balanced way, which supports strength without overwhelming the system. Dates aren't about boosting performance. They're about helping your muscles stay reliable, steady, predictable, and ready when you need them most. And while dates focus on fueling muscles, the next fruit helps in a completely different way, by easing soreness and helping muscles recover without stiffness slowing you down. Now let's move to fruit number 4, pineapple. A fruit that supports muscles after 60 in a very specific way, by helping them let go of soreness and stiffness instead of holding on to it. As we age, muscles don't just weaken. They also take longer to settle down after activity. After a walk, gardening, or light exercise, muscles can feel tight or uncomfortable well into the next day. This isn't always because of injury. Often, it's because the body is slow to clear away the byproducts of activity that keep muscles feeling irritated. Pineapple helps here because it contains a natural enzyme that supports this cleanup process. Instead of soreness lingering, this enzyme helps the body break down substances that keep muscles feeling tight and swollen. When that process moves along more smoothly, muscles are able to relax and recover instead of staying stuck in a tense state. What many seniors notice first isn't extra strength. It's comfort. Movements feel easier the next day. Muscles don't feel as guarded. You're less hesitant to move because you're not expecting stiffness to slow you down. That matters, because when muscles feel comfortable, you're far more likely to stay active, and regular movement is what keeps muscles functioning. Pineapple also supports the tissues that work alongside muscles, such as tendons and connective tissue. These structures help muscles move efficiently and absorb strain. When they're supported, muscles don't have to overcompensate, which helps reduce that tight, overworked feeling many seniors describe. Hydration plays a role too, and pineapple helps there as well. Well-hydrated muscle tissue stays more elastic, which reduces that rigid, stiff sensation that often shows up the day after activity. Muscles that stay flexible recover more smoothly and feel less restrictive. This isn't about eating large portions. A small serving of fresh pineapple, especially after activity or earlier in the day, can gently support the body's natural recovery rhythm. Pineapple isn't about pushing harder. It's about helping your body release tension so muscles can reset, recover, and be ready again, without stiffness deciding how you move. And while pineapple helps muscles recover after activity, the next fruit supports endurance, helping muscles keep their energy from fading too quickly throughout the day. Now let's talk about fruit number 5, grapes, especially red or purple, because this fruit helps muscles in a way we haven't covered yet. Grapes aren't about giving muscles more fuel. They're about helping muscles use oxygen more efficiently so that fuel lasts longer. After 60, many seniors notice something frustrating. They may have enough energy to start moving, but they can't keep going for very long. Legs feel heavy sooner, arms tire out faster. This isn't always about strength or motivation. It's often about how efficiently muscles use oxygen while they're working. Red and purple grapes contain natural compounds that help muscles use oxygen more effectively during movement. This matters because oxygen is what allows muscles to keep contracting smoothly over time. When oxygen use becomes inefficient, muscles fatigue quickly, even during light or moderate activity. Here's a surprising detail many people don't know. Grapes have been studied for decades for their role in supporting endurance and heart stamina. That's why they've long been associated with sustained activity rather than quick bursts of power. For seniors, this translates into muscles that can keep going longer instead of giving out early. When muscles use oxygen more efficiently, movements feel steadier and less draining. Walking feels more manageable. Standing for longer periods feels less taxing. Tasks don't need to be rushed because your muscles aren't signaling exhaustion right away. Grapes also support blood flow in a way that complements this process, helping oxygen reach muscle tissue consistently during activity. This steady delivery supports rhythm and pacing rather than sudden fatigue. Hydration still plays a role, but here it supports endurance specifically. Muscles that stay adequately hydrated use oxygen more smoothly, which helps prevent that early burned out feeling during movement. This isn't about eating large amounts. A moderate serving of red or purple grapes, enjoyed regularly, is enough to support this effect. Red or purple grapes don't help muscles start fast. They help muscles last, moving with steadiness, control, and confidence over time. And while grapes focus on endurance during movement, the next fruit shifts attention to something even more foundational: how well your body absorbs the nutrients muscles depend on to stay strong. Now let's talk about fruit number 6, prunes, because this fruit supports muscle strength in a way many seniors completely underestimate. Prunes don't work on muscles directly at first. They work on something more foundational: how well your body absorbs and uses nutrients. After 60, digestion changes. Food may look the same on your plate, but your body doesn't always break it down and absorb it the way it used to. When digestion slows, muscles don't get a steady supply of the minerals and nutrients they rely on to function properly. Over time, this can quietly weaken muscles even if your diet looks healthy on paper. Prunes help by supporting regular, efficient digestion. When digestion works smoothly, nutrients like potassium, calcium, and protein are absorbed more consistently. That matters because muscles depend on these nutrients every day, not just on workout days, to stay strong and responsive. There's another important benefit many seniors aren't told about. Prunes support bone strength, and strong bones are essential for healthy muscles. Muscles attach to bones, and when that foundation weakens, muscles have to work harder just to support basic movement. By supporting bone density, prunes help create a more stable base for muscles to do their job without strain. Prunes are also rich in natural compounds that help protect muscle tissue from long-term wear. This isn't about quick relief. It's about slowing the processes that quietly chip away at strength over the years. That protection helps muscles stay resilient instead of gradually weakening. Many seniors notice that when digestion improves, everything else feels easier. Energy feels more available. Muscles respond better. Movement feels more predictable. That's because muscles are finally getting the support they've been missing behind the scenes. This isn't about eating large amounts. Even a small serving of prunes, used regularly, can help support digestion and nutrient delivery in a gentle way. Prunes aren't flashy, but they do important background work, helping your body absorb what muscles need, supporting bones that muscles rely on, and protecting strength over the long term. And while prunes focus on building a strong internal foundation, the next fruit supports muscle repair from another angle, by helping your body make better use of the nutrients you already eat. Now let's talk about fruit number 7, avocado, because this fruit supports muscle health in a way most seniors never connect to strength. Avocado isn't about energy, recovery, or endurance. It's about how well your body uses the nutrients you already eat. After 60, many seniors are doing the right things. They're eating better. They're adding protein. They're trying to stay active. But here's the part that often gets missed. Without enough healthy fats, your body can't fully absorb many of the nutrients that support muscle repair and maintenance. Avocados are rich in healthy fats that act like helpers inside your body. These fats allow important nutrients like certain vitamins and minerals to actually get into your cells where muscles can use them. Without this step, a lot of good nutrition simply passes through without doing its full job. Avocados also support the body's natural repair process. Muscles are constantly renewing themselves, even at rest. Healthy fats help support the cell membranes around muscle tissue, which plays a role in how muscles repair and stay resilient over time. When this process is supported, muscles tend to feel less fragile and more dependable. Another important benefit for seniors is joint comfort. Muscles don't work alone. They rely on joints moving smoothly. Avocado supports joint lubrication and comfort, which reduces resistance during movement. When joints move more freely, muscles don't have to strain as much to compensate. That helps movements feel more natural and less effortful. Avocados also help support balance and stability by contributing to overall muscle control. When muscles and joints work together smoothly, movements feel more confident. This can make everyday actions, standing, turning, or walking feel less uncertain. This isn't about eating large portions. A small amount of avocado added to a meal is enough to support these benefits. It's about consistency, not quantity. Avocado doesn't push your muscles to do more. It supports them quietly, helping your body use what it already has, keeping muscles supported and making movement feel smoother and more controlled. So now you've seen how these 7 fruits each support muscle strength after 60 in their own way. None of them are magic on their own, and none of them require extreme changes. But together, they show something important. Muscle loss isn't just about age. It's about giving your body the right support at the right time. When you understand what's been missing, things start to feel more hopeful. Strength doesn't have to disappear year by year. With small, consistent choices, muscles can stay active, responsive, and dependable. The goal isn't to do everything perfectly. It's to make simple habits easier to stick with. Remember, staying strong after 60 isn't about pushing harder or doing more than your body allows. It's about working with your body, supporting it so movement feels steadier, recovery feels smoother, and confidence comes back naturally. Now we'd love to hear from you, and I personally read every comment. Which of these fruits are you thinking of adding first? Share below. We're building a community here for strong comebacks, so subscribe, hit the bell icon, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. If this was helpful and you want to support the effort behind it, give this video a like and share it with someone you love. Join me in the next video. I've got more surprises waiting for you.